Hey guys and gals on YouTube, how y'all doing? Dave Boyd here, and there's been several videos that came up my recommended feed. Just got me thinking. One was, I think it was called "The Dark Side of Toy Collecting," something like that. And there was another one covering like estate sales and people who obviously had really enjoyed or collected certain things. And some of the videos were more about just collecting in general, like why do people or just in general seem to seek out things. So this is going to be kind of a long video. I'm trying not to make it long, and I guess part of what fuels, like for me, especially Lego collecting, is didn't have them, as a kid. Just keep reusing the same set. You can't get parts, can't get certain pieces, build your own mock or whatever, because that's all you have is that set. And it might be a real long time before you see another one. And by then, that theme is over. And that got me thinking about just toys in general. Like I say, one person's trash is another's treasure. And where does the Lego collecting go? This is obviously Insectoids from 1998. Bug Blaster. I think this was something called Swarm. It was actually marked under a couple different names. Very, very simple skimmer build. The little beta buzzer here. And, kind of the ultimate in our area is sealed boxes, at least for many of us. And here is, that's funny, the beta buzzer. No, this not, I'm sorry. Bug Blaster. See, with the alternate builds on the back. And we have what I think is, personally, what I like more than anything is this. I love seeing price tags. So this was sold at a store called Zany Brainy. Yeah. ZANY BRANNY. I guess maybe Brawny. I think Zany Brainy is what it's probably called. Totally unfamiliar. Never been in the store, never heard of it actually. It was sold for $2.99. The cheapest one I had with the original price from the 1998 Insectoid line had a price of 99 cents. And I believe it was Walmart, actually. But nice, sealed, clean box. So this was literally sold. Why it was never opened or played with, we don't know. Don't know who originally bought it. And that's kind of the mystery of it. Now it's become a prized piece of my own collection, and whatever happens with me, we don't know where the toy will go to. But why do I collect these? Because I've got a lot of these, I'm sure I do. And I have multiples. In fact, I just realized I have multiples sitting in front of me. And sometimes, we hear about people say, oh my goodness, I can't wait, especially on YouTube, right? Because some of those people, they edit their videos, but they forget to edit the most important part. And that may be greed or hoarding. Just saying it. Anyways, so, the person say wants this, what is this, a planetary prowler? No, cosmic creeper. They want that set. It's real excited. They're talking about it. They get it, and they assemble it, and forget it. And let's get the next thing, the Hornet Scout. This is actually a rare set. It's got that weird 2965 number, I believe, similar to the Space Fighter. It also has a very thin build with that very classic open in the center. And this also has a removable secondary part too. So it's kind of cool. But it's always like a pursuit of the next best thing. It is missing a Gigabot. We got one in the bag. We just stick them right there. There, it's complete now. Being facetious. I mean, that is complete. But I'm a bit joking when I do it that way. But, we sometimes forget what we have. I mean, I literally was excited about getting a set. It wasn't Lego theme. It was a Rock Raider piece. And I already had it. And I had it because I disassembled and put it in a bag with a tag. And because I was taking it to room. In fact, there was a great video guy talk about that, and he said he goes like bricks and minifigs and resells things. I don't have that option here. Most of my friends and who don't really understand Lego say, well, when you're done with it, just give it to Goodwill. Yeah, right. Someone actually suggested doing that with the Cloud City, the $3,000 whatever set. Just give it to Goodwill, just see how much it goes for. Think of all the greatness comes from it. I have, unfortunately, a personal story of a Titanic going to Goodwill, and I believe it never made it to the floor. It went to Value Village, actually, not Goodwill. I don't think it personally went to the floor, and I think I put it on the internet, and I think many people agreed that it probably didn't even go to the floor. I mean, it was a sealed in-box set. I think there might have been some boxes that had never been assembled, and she had saved up money and all this other stuff, and she's like, no, this is where it really should go. Think of the good it'll do. I'm like, no, it just went up somebody's collection, probably unopened, which is fine, but, you know, you're doing it for the wrong reason. If you say, I'm just going to give it to somebody, then fine, whatever. But I'm getting off on a tangent. Anyways, so my point is, a lot of times we get these sets at the wing blaster here. Really cool build, double engines, lots of use of the Technic. Technically, I need stickers on both of these. The little magnetic sticker, there's this magnet in the back. But sometimes you forget about what you have. I really appreciate this build here. So I think it's important to pull this stuff out and take a look at it sometimes. I mean, now we know this one is a little overdone. I do pull this one out a lot. And it's probably because of this right here. It's probably because of that. I hate to say it. But I mean, when you see this set, you see a lot of pieces that are reused from other sets. Like these legs are the same as from the Planetary Prowler. I'll show that set in a second. This does have the huge wings on it, which is a little bit unusual. Celestial Stinger, also known as Space Swarm. And that one has supposed to have 2 gigabots and the main pallet, which I don't have them assembled in there. And this is a Planetary Prowler, which was a very recent pickup for me. I love these sprung legs. If you notice, the legs here are the same as on the Celestial Stinger on the back. And it uses the same spring mechanism that you see on the clone turbo tanks. Yes, I promise I'll stop that. On the back here, we got this cool little build. And you'll start seeing these shapes of these parts and going, wow, that's really cool, you know? And I really appreciate they used a lot of the dark green hits, along with trans neon green. And, of course, our favorite little utensil hinges are back, allowing this beautiful rakish of the antennas. And we still have those. I will always miss toys and Lego sets that don't have these arrows, because I always love that feature to show things that come out. I've always really appreciated that. I like having removable pieces in my sets. To me, this is a playset and a vehicle. As promised, I am working on getting more base type play sets together. Just having a blast, enjoying life, and kind of a flat build. And when I did the video on this one, I forgot about the fact that there's a magnet back here. So I'm guessing, I mean, you put your magnet down. Let's see if we can do this without being too infantile. Let's just grab a magnet from somewhere. Here's one. Oh, look, I broke the plastic. Okay, here's a magnet. Let's go ahead and see if we can do that. Let's see if we can do this. Magnet, and then like so. And then I'll back this thing up and then picked up. Kind of playing the old Bermuda Triangle game, I guess. I'm not sure. But a lot of these themes that have heavy use of magnets, even the Rock Raiders has that magnet on the tunnel transport. Might have been cool if they'd used magnets a little bit more, but you know, can't have it always. It is your magnet here, I guess. Would you be able to pick them up? Yeah, it would pick them up. But it's probably too far down. It's too heavy. I'm trying to pick them up. I'll stop playing around. That's kind of silly. But it doesn't matter. My whole point is, though, you know, bring the sets out, especially if they're open. And that's another argument here, too, is do you really, let's face it, don't really play with these sets much as it's strictly for the video. Yeah, I might, you know, look and go, I remember what that was like. Well, that's a pretty cool build, but I don't look at it the same way. So as an adult collector, is it more beneficial to collect open sets so you can handle them and look at them and maybe remember childhood or imagine childhood that you didn't actually have? Or is it better to just have the sealed sets and call it, say, hey, it's an investment? Because let's face it, even people that are not into the Lego sphere, that don't understand it, will still say, yeah, a Master 1998, sealed, unopened, perfect box with original price tag, in some cases original receipt. Sometimes people have the original receipt still. Even a person that's not in the Lego sphere is going to go, yeah, I mean, I'm not a hoarder, David, but they'll still say things like, I can see the collector value. I mean, I can see the fact that there's a limited number of those out there. There just can't be that many unopened ones. Although you might be surprised, I think I've got like 3 over the years. But anyways, it's a cool build. And I wouldn't buy it just because it's unopened. I do actually like the set. Like, I would probably like to see this one as an unopened set. That'd be expensive, but I think it would come in the hinged box with the trays, which would be awesome to see something like that again. I do remember the days of those kind of sets. I actually played with them and opened them as a child. And I would like to have one sealed just from one of the old themes. This is very sturdy. And I guess from my point of view, to have a point to this video, even though I'm a male adult collector, I said male collector, whatever. I collect old mail, junk mail, hate mail. I think I derive more satisfaction out of being able to handle this, roll the wheels, and actually look at it in comparison, because on the box you're still dealing with sealed box art. And something fun that someone mentioned on a video once is they actually had a set that the box art didn't match up. And I know I've got 2 similar sets. I believe they're AATs. And I know someone helped me out in the comments, said one was a European release, but there was another detail to it. It wasn't just they didn't have the piece number. There was something else, but it was actually a completely different box art, and both sets were from 2015. Sometimes you'll run into the smaller size boxes, which is kind of cool. And of course, this, having them loose like this, does allow us the possibility of, like, what army building and actually more interaction with the set. Not to mention mock building, I really do want to see the smaller wheels. I want to get a Space Spider. I'll probably have to just build it from loose parts, but we're set up with parts and pieces. We got a big collection of old dark grays going, and it's going to be great. It's going to be a great year. Oh, yes, and a quick update has nothing to do with, well, has a little bit to do with what we're talking about, is I'm getting my 2 big figures, my 2 big-time figures, my Serious Ring, my Boba Fett, and I'm going to get my Chief for my Rock Raiders. That's on 2025. That's on the budget for that. Anyways, I've been talking way too much, way too long about all this stuff, so really appreciate the views out there and the great community and the support. Until next time, you all stay safe. Hey, and drop me a comment if you like Insectoids, you like Rock Raiders, or if you just like the new stuff, or if you're into collecting. And I know I've talked about sealed boxes before, because I'm at root, I'm a coin collector, and I've got guns that are dead stock that still have the sealed on the packaging or seals on the triggers and stuff. So I'm definitely into the sealed lifestyle, but I still enjoy being able to touch stuff, especially this little guy. I don't know. There's something about this is just kind of fun. I don't know. Maybe it's the guy's helmet. It could be that. Anyway, so you all stay safe. Guys, gals, till next time. Ciao.